Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Raja, and today we are going to discuss a scenario which is being asked one of the interview, like custom color coding for string values. So let me open this worksheet and I'll show you what they are looking for. So right now in our current sheet, so in the current sheet we have months as well as a month wise data we have actually. Okay, but the what customer expecting so they are looking for this custom color code for this months. For example, if you the back end, what we call that um the background color of this January should be it should be there in the blue color, should be the text should be there in the blue color. And so you can exclude this a February, and again the alternate months. So we should apply this like a custom follow this like a alternate months only. And yeah, let's go for this solution. So how do we achieve this in our Tableau? So now let's create this like a new sheet, and let's drag this like a order date before that. And so better to create one custom axis. So right now what I'm doing, right, I'm just created this add a calculation, so in the rows itself only. Okay, from this like a rows, what I'm trying to do is, right, so let me bring this months. Actually, let me bring this month field. Before that, let me convert this order date. Let me create this calculation for this months. Properties, and here instead of this let me create one calculation. I think better to do this. So in the calculation, just use this like a months. So what I'm doing, right, so here use this function called date name. And so what is the difference between date name and date part? So date name, it returns this string value, but date part, it is always returns this integer. So that is the reason I'm going to use this date name. And here just to specify this month comma order date, and then end. So you can drag this field into this labels only. Where is the months? Yeah, let me call this into labels. Oh, what happened? Just 1 minute. Let's change into this text only. Yeah, yeah. Let's drag into this rows. You can keep this axis custom axis on columns itself only. Now what they are expecting, actually, so what they are expecting, and they they are expecting to apply this color for alternate months only. Now what I'm going to do is, right, let me drag this months again into this text. And after that, let me write this one more one more calculation. In the calculation, what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to use this custom color. So in this condition, what I'm going to do is, right, let me write this date part. Okay, why I'm using this, I'm trying to fetch this months into this integers only to identify this like alternate months. So that is the reason what I'm going to do is, right, let me try, let me use this date part. In the date part, you can specify this same a text here, we are looking for this like a month, and then what is the current field, the order date only. So if the order date in, so in case if it is 1 3 5 7, these are the odd numbers only, right? So that is why what I'm going to do is, right, let me specify this 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7 comma 9 comma 11. So this I mean like a condition. So what it is written, right? If the order I mean like a month number, if the January it should be like 01 and February it's 02 actually. So this is I mean like a month numbers, right? If the month number there in this I mean like particular series actually, whether it is part of this 1 3 5 7 9 or 11, it gives I mean true, else it gives I mean like a false. So let me apply this I mean condition, and then you can drag this I mean like custom color into this I mean like colors. Now you can see here, so wherever we have I mean like true values, it is giving me a different color, and if it is false, we are getting I mean like a different color. So, okay, now let's use this I mean like how do we bring this I mean like a sales into this I mean like same view. So let's create I mean like a one more I mean like a, custom axis, that is so we can create a calculation also here like a minimum of 0. Okay, so right now we have similar I mean like information in this axis also. Let me remove this actually. So let me remove this custom color as well as months from this year. So let me drag this I mean like sales field into secondary axis. Now you can see here. So I'm getting this I mean like a month wise sales here. And but the problem is, right, so if you create this I mean like individual custom I mean like a axis actually, the problem is, right, everywhere we need to change into this I mean like dual axis, then only we can enable the text, otherwise we cannot enable this I mean like a text here, text labels. So what I'm going to do is, right, let me hide this. So what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to edit this axis. From this axis, let me remove this include 0, and as well as, and go back to here, and here also you can change this I mean like a major tick marks, and you can change into this none. Okay, let's remove this minimum of 0 also. It is not required this I mean like a title for this axis, and then click on OK. So it is gone actually for this I mean like a axis, and same thing we can do for this I mean here only. Before that, let's duplicate this. Let's duplicate this, and this is our third axis. In the third axis, you can simply drag this I mean like sales into text. Okay, now you can convert this into a dual axis. So better to change this I mean axis like synchronize axis, and then so I mean if you change into this I mean synchronize axis, we never get any kind of formatting issues. Otherwise we'll get I mean like some formatting issues. Now what I'm doing, right, so let me edit this axis. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is, right, you can simply uncheck this include 0, and you can remove this minimum of 0, and even if you go to the tick marks, you can change this into none. It's minor tick marks as well as major tick marks, and you can change into this none only. Now this is done. Now in the above, like so what we are doing, right, so in this I mean above axis actually, so we are simply changing that I mean like axis text, axis label I mean like title only, we are changing that title. So let me remove this the it's a synchronized axis, and instead of this I mean like you can change uh, title into a sales only. Okay, and now better to remove this major tick marks, and yeah, minor tick marks also. Okay, and then close. Now we can see here, so we can adjust this actually. So in case yeah, we can adjust, you know in case if you see the title I mean it is showing I mean like there is a gap between the title and the values, and we can adjust also this height, and so yeah, I think it's a little bit better right now. So how about this? And you can simply, like, even if you wants to enable this I mean label also, here again we need to do this same I mean like we need to apply the same steps only. Again we need to um, bring this I mean like one more axis here, and needs to change that axis into dual axis, then we can enable this axis title here. Okay, now so better to I mean better to this you can hide this I mean like a header actually. If it is, in case it is not required, you can hide this I mean like. So I hope you guys are enjoyed this I mean like a video, and so if there is any alternate way I mean method to achieve this I mean like a solution, and Please comment on this video. And thanks for watching, and Jai Hind.